Alright YouTubers, welcome back to World of Warships with the Angry Nerd. And today I thought we would take a look at the Italian Tier 6 mainline cruiser, the TRENTO. Now this ship is still currently a work in progress. All stats and statistics will probably change before it hits the live server. So what is it about the TRENTO? Well, in the main line, this is the first ship that gets 203mm cannons as the main armament. Before that, the Montecalculi, that's still sporting 152mm as the main armament. Premium wise, the Genova, which is the tier 5 premium, it does have 203 as the main armament, but mainline, it's the TRENTO before you get 203s, and they're nice guns. I can do some good work with these 203mm. So we are going to take a quick look at the modifications, the upgrades, the ammunition and consumables, and the ship's captain, as all these will affect the stats that are to come. So this ship is a mainline ship, so there are two modifications that you will have to research. When you first get it, it's going to have the A hull, not the A-hole, but the A hull, and it has hit points of 29,700. When you upgrade to the B hull, you will increase that to 34,500. Gun fire control system can also be upgraded. When you first pick up the ship, your firing range will be 14.7 kilometers, but when upgraded to the gun fire control number 2, that will increase to 16.1. Your ammunition and consumables. This ship does have the semi-armor piercing shells, which gives you good, consistent damage. It also still has AP, which does work very nice on broadsided cruisers. Ship does come with torpedoes. In your consumable slots, slot number 1, you get damage control party. Slot number 2, you get the Italian exhaust smoke generator, which is that kind of instant concealment kind of thing. As long as you're not firing, if you're not firing, you hit that and it will pretty much conceal you while you're running full speed. So it's kind of like a get out of jail free card, just to break contact. You're not really going to be able to sit in the smoke and engage people, but it is nice to break contact when you need to. Slot number 3, you get a choice of fighter or spotting aircraft. I happen to choose fighter in this setup. Upgrades. Slot number 1, I took main armament modification number 1. Slot number 2, I took damage control system modification number 1. Slot number 3, I took aiming system modification number 1. And slot number 4, I took steering gear, but they're all pretty standard. Exterior of the ship. I have the community contributors camouflage mounted, but you can get the Type 16 TRENTO permanent camouflage for 1,000 doubloons, and it is a nice camouflage. I like the way it works, just don't feel like putting out 1,000 doubloons for it. Signals, these are the signals that I have mounted, and I do have Sierra Mike, which is plus 5% to the maximum speed, so keep that in mind when we're going over the stats. And for the flags, I have community contributor flag mounted. So that is how I have the ship set up. Now let's take a look at the captain. I have a 19-point captain on this ship, and this is how I have those 19 points distributed, and they're in no particular order. I'm just going to go bottom tier to top tier. So for tier number 1, took priority target. Tier number 2 skills, I took 4: high alert, jack of all trades, Expert Marksman, and Adrenaline Rush. I took 2 Tier 3 skills, Torpedo Armament Expertise and Superintendent. I think you're really going to want the Superintendent just to get that extra smoke. And I took 1 Tier 4 skill, and that was Concealment Expert, and that still only brought me down to 12.7 kilometers. Now, speaking of the 12.7, why don't we go over the ship stats as it is set up right now. Surface detectability, 12.7. Detectability by air, 7.1. Maneuverability, maximum speed, 36.8 knots. That is with the ceramic flag. Turning circle radius, 630 meters. Rudder shift time, 7.6 seconds. It has an AA defense score as it sits right now of 42, but you know, there's captain skills and upgrades that you can change or take to change that. Torpedoes, you get 2 times 3, 1 launcher on each side, 533 millimeter torpedoes. They fire out to a range of 12 kilometers at a speed of 51 knots. Artillery, 4 times 2, 203 millimeters is the main armament. Reload time is 15 seconds. Turret traverse for 180 degrees is 23.4 seconds. That's what it is right now as I have it set up. Maximum semi-armor piercing shell damage is 4,850. Maximum AP shell damage is 4,700, and it fires out to 16.1 kilometers. Survivability, 34,500 with torpedo protection damage of 10%. Now, this is the ship's armor layout. I only have Citadel selected so that you can see just how high this ship's Citadel sits in the water. The Citadel armor belt is only 70 millimeters. This ship will take massive damage from battleships and cruisers if you show its broadside like this. So yeah, try not to do it. This ship does not really have any armor. 16 millimeters, 19 millimeters. So just keep that in mind. Even the main battery mount armor is only 100 millimeters. So your main batteries can and do get knocked out on this ship. So yeah, that's how I have the ship set up. That's how the captain skills are dispersed. Why don't we hop into a game and see what I was able to do with the Tier 6 work in progress TRENTO. Here we go. All right, we picked up neighbors. Let's take a look at these other ships. Emile Bertin, Exeter, Nuremberg, Pensacola, Helena. We got a New Orleans on our team. Omaha. So, yeah. We are not top tier. We're not bottom tier. We're just right in the middle. So, I think I'm going to head up north a little bit. When you look at this ship layout, I'm kind of got more ships to the right of me than to the left, so we'll just head up and support C a little bit. We've got the SAP loaded. Get good, consistent damage with the SAP. You won't get very many citadels, but I have gotten 1 or 2 citadels on some thinly armored ships with the SAP. but you just get good, consistent damage when you hit the target. If you're not hitting the Citadel with the AP, then sometimes you're not getting good damage with just the regular AP. Your SAP will give you a better damage salvo. But I'm still testing it, and I have been switching back and forth like I'm supposed to, just to make sure. I don't want to get stuck out here too far. We don't have any destroyers over here scouting C, so I do at least have a smoke screen that if I get spotted and pop that smoke screen and retrograde, the French cruiser is a little bit forward of me, so he's taking most of the fire right now. I'm okay with that. Okay, there's a Nuremberg. So we'll go ahead and shoot at him. I think those might be behind him. Yep. And he's changed course. So maybe the Emile Bertin. And again, a little short and behind him. Oh, we got 4,800. That's what I'm talking about. We're aimed at. We're going to cut in. Nuremberg. Try that AP since he's broadside. May not have even hit him. Pretty sure I didn't. Didn't see any numbers come up. Is that Congo going to come around this corner? Just in case. He's changed course, but he may have run into the island. Dang it, I should have saved those torps. Could have pulled in closer to the island, popped the smoke just as I was coming out, and torped him while he was sitting at the island, but you only get one set on each side, so. Oh my goodness.
It's a peddling.
Wow. Was not expecting that. That was 5 citadels. My goodness. Ooh, Emile Bertin. Oh, he's turning away. go back to SAP. Not gonna do much. And man, these German ships are just going to Davy Jones' locker all around me. Okay. The Congo is at max range for me. He's starting to turn in. There's a Helena. If I could get a shot on him, I might could finish him off. Woo. Oh. All right. See, you get a salvo like I had on that Nuremberg, and you're like, oh, I just want to fire AP at everything now. But, I mean, that could have done some damage if I had better aim. Just got lucky with that salvo on the Consumable. See what we can do. Yeah. Let's try it one more time. See, this should be good. And there's a Citadel. And he's angling. Oop, and a destroyer. Oh yes, please, please turn to the side. That would be very nice. There we go. Another Citadel. We're going back to SAP because SAP works really good on destroyers. Ooh, Congo, I'm spotted. Ah! Here's that destroyer. Throw those out, guessing where the Congo might be. Hit the destroyer. There he is. Worried about that Congo. One more salvo. There we go. Ooh, the Torps. Ooh, shot me. Dang it, man. I did get a torp hit on him. Who shot me from over there? Well, whoever it is, I'm not going back that way to find out because I got no support over here. An Exeter. Alright. I'm going to fire on him. See, throw these torps out. Just because, and now let's see. He's cutting in, he's giving me an angle. 3100. See, is he gonna turn? Oh, I lost sight of him. Dang it. And now he's turned, but here goes an SAP salvo. 33. All right, let's turn it around. Rest of the team has come over. So now we will turn this bad boy around. Two battleships left on the enemy team. Hey, to New Mexico. He's almost in range. We got 971 points. I'm going to go ahead and fire, see if I can just give me a little bit more damage before the game ends. Rounds out. Those look pretty good. Oh, 6,400. And game over. That was a pretty decent salvo on that battleship with SAP. So we had 281,000 credits, 7,700 XP with 811 free XP. We did 75,100 damage. We had 40 target hits. 1 torpedo hit, 1 incapacitation, destroyed 3 ships, caused flooding once, and had 8 citadels. That's not bad. And spotted once. So, team score. We came in 2nd place on the team. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the detailed report. We did 23,000 to that Nuremberg, 21,000 to the Emile Bertin, and 5,000 to the Nicholas. 10 on the Congo, 8,000 on the Exeter, and 64 on the New Mexico, and nothing to the Helena. So yeah, the TRENTO Tier 6 Italian cruiser. I'm liking this ship. I think it's pretty good and it seems pretty well balanced to me. The ship does have a kind of high citadel, so if you show your broadside, you can take a lot of damage. But as the Nuremberg found out, this ship can dish it out just as well as it takes it with those 203 millimeter cannons. The SAP works really well. I like the shell. I kind of miss not being able to set fires. That's, I don't know, a fire starter kind of thing. I enjoy setting a good fire now and then, but you know, when you're hitting the salvo and you're getting some decent salvo numbers, it makes not setting the fires not quite so bad. So yeah, if the lower tier cruisers are just as good as these upper tier cruisers, I think this will be a very enjoyable line. Anyway, if you've liked this look at the TRENTO, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.